Welcome back to the American English Podcast. In this episode of our American Culture series, we're diving into something that touches almost everyone's daily life: grocery shopping. Here's a question to think about. When you need to stock up on food, where do you usually go? Do you prefer the giant aisles of Walmart with endless shelves and budget-friendly prices? Or do you enjoy wandering through a local farmer's market where fresh produce, homemade goods, and a sense of community fill the air? This choice may seem small, but it actually says a lot about culture, values, and even how language is used in everyday life. In fact, comparing Walmart and farmers markets can give you not only practical English vocabulary, but also a deeper understanding of American lifestyles. So, what do you think is better for you, Walmart or a farmers market? Stick around because we're going to explore both sides and reveal some surprising insights that will help you learn English in a fun, cultural way. When it comes to living in the United States, one of the most common routines is grocery shopping. Americans spend a significant portion of their weekly budget here, and the choice of where to shop often depends on convenience, values, and lifestyle. That's why today's question is both practical and cultural. Which is better, Walmart or farmers market? In this episode of our American Culture series on the American English Podcast, we'll use this everyday decision to explore language and culture at the same time. Walmart is known for being the go-to option for affordability, variety, and accessibility. On the other hand, farmers markets are often associated with freshness, supporting local businesses, and enjoying a more personal shopping experience. By comparing these two options, we'll not only uncover what they reveal about American society, but also help you practice useful English phrases related to shopping, food, and daily routines. So whether you're curious about culture or simply looking for natural ways to expand your vocabulary, this episode will keep you engaged. When you step into a Walmart, the first thing you notice is scale. The store is massive, with shelves stacked high and wide, offering everything from cereal and chicken to furniture and electronics. Prices are usually lower because Walmart buys in bulk and has the power to negotiate with suppliers. For many Americans, especially families or those on a budget, Walmart becomes the default choice simply because it saves money and time. You can do all your shopping in one trip. But let's shift scenes. Imagine walking into a farmer's market on a Saturday morning. The atmosphere is completely different. Instead of fluorescent lights and big shopping carts, you have open-air stalls, baskets of fresh fruits and vegetables, jars of honey, and maybe even live music. The prices can sometimes be higher, but what you get is freshness and authenticity. You might even chat directly with the farmer who grew your tomatoes. That connection adds cultural richness to the experience. There's also a language angle here. At Walmart, you'll often hear terms like rollback, clearance, or a bulk deal. At farmers markets, you might hear organic, seasonal, or locally grown. Each environment teaches you different vocabulary and expressions that reflect American consumer culture. Let's imagine two shopping trips side by side. On a typical Saturday morning, you drive to Walmart. The parking lot is huge, packed with cars. Inside, the aisles are clearly labeled, and you can find everything from bananas to frozen pizza in one place. You load up your cart, scan your items at self-checkout, and in less than an hour, you're done. The main advantages: speed, convenience, and low prices. But sometimes the downside is the quality of produce. It may have traveled thousands of miles before reaching your basket. Now, picture heading to a farmer's market instead. The pace is slower. You stroll past colorful stands, talk to vendors, and sample fresh fruit before buying. Maybe you discover something new, like handmade bread or homemade jam. The downside? You might not find everything you need, and your bill could end up higher compared to Walmart, almost always. But still, what you take home often feels more personal and connected to the local community. The surprising thing is, many Americans don't choose just one. They'll shop at Walmart for essentials and go to the farmer's market for specialty items. It's less about either or and more about mixing both experiences depending on needs. This balance shows how flexible grocery shopping can be in American life. After looking at both sides, it becomes clear that the choice between Walmart and farmers markets isn't just about where you shop. It's about what you value most. If price and convenience are your top priorities, Walmart usually wins. You know exactly what you'll get, and you'll find it fast. If freshness, community, and sustainability matter more to you, then farmers markets offer something Walmart can't replace. What's interesting is that these preferences often reveal cultural differences too. In suburban and rural areas, Walmart may dominate because it's accessible and affordable. In cities where farmers markets are more common, people often lean toward local produce and specialty goods. For English learners, this contrast is not only a cultural lesson, but also a chance to practice expressing comparisons and personal preferences, useful skills for real-life conversations. So, the decision isn't really about which option is better overall. It's about understanding your needs, your lifestyle, and even your values. And by seeing how Americans approach these choices, you gain insights into both the culture and the language behind everyday life. So, which is better, Walmart or a farmer's market? The truth is, it depends on who you are and what you need. If you're a busy parent with 3 kids and a tight budget, Walmart probably feels like a lifesaver. If you're someone who values freshness, health, and supporting small businesses, then the farmer's market will give you the experience you're looking for. And honestly, many Americans use a mix of both, finding a balance that works best for their lifestyle. What matters most is realizing that these choices reflect more than shopping habits. They highlight values like efficiency, community, quality, and affordability. And for English learners, understanding this helps you not only pick up new vocabulary, but also see how language is tied to real cultural contexts. The words you hear, the way people interact, even the small talk at the checkout line. All of these are opportunities to learn. At the end of the day, grocery shopping in America is more than just filling a basket. It's about navigating culture, making decisions that fit your priorities, and learning to express those choices in English. Thanks for joining me on this episode of the American Culture series here on the American English Podcast. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Where do you prefer to shop? Are you more of a Walmart person, or do you enjoy the farmer's market vibe? Drop your thoughts in the comments and share a story about your grocery shopping experience. And if you found this episode helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss future episodes. We've got more cultural deep dives coming your way, including tips on saving money while shopping for groceries. So stay tuned. You won't want to miss it.